Well, Joan, God love you, man. I'm so happy to see you on the video. Don't know if I can contain my emotions here tonight. It's been too long, Joan, since we've been together in true life. And I couldn't be happier to hear from you, my love. You look so good. And I mean, you're younger than me. I was going to say you've always been younger than me, Joan. But of course, you've always been younger than me. But I mean, when we met, right? I mean, we had a lot of similarities in our life at the time. We had the youngsters going on and that, and you was a young spring hen, but I've always been closer up in age to Henry. I mean, you said now he's 79, and I'll be 75 now in 2 days. And you're only 65 yet. Henry was a lucky man to get you, I tell you that right now. And, well, Frank, he's a lucky man too. Even though Frank is same age as Henry, and I'm not that much younger than them, he was still a lucky man. I put up with a lot of stuff from Frank. Now, and that's the truth of it. But I'm going to tell you tonight, Joan, you got me inspired. You got me inspired. And I watched the video that you sent me. I said to Jonathan, I showed him part of the video. Now, I didn't show him all because he never need to know everything that we was talking about. But I showed him some of the video, and I said, oh, look at Auntie Joan. I mean, we always call you Auntie Joan, even though you're not his aunt. But that's, that's the like. That's what we does, right? And he said, oh, Nan, he said, Auntie Joan looks so good. But, we was a little bit concerned, Joan. Because you part way through the videos, you was calling me Joan. And I don't know if it's because you were looking at yourself in the camera, or if you had too many of them, the young ones, they call them wobbly pops. I don't know what you had in that cup. Now, I knows that it wouldn't, I knows it wouldn't juice. You said that. But I wondered if you might have had a little bit too much. You was calling me Joan. And I said to Jonathan, and I said to Frank, I always admired Joan for her charismaticness and for her personality. But I was a little bit concerned, Joan. Now, mind you, if I ever gets down there again, or you ever gets up here, I might be having one of them wobbly pops with you, because I tell you, life is not easy, and it never was easy, and it never gonna be easy. And I could loosen up too sometimes, But you got me inspired, and I showed Jonathan part of your video. And he said, Nan, he said, why don't you, put yourself together like Joan do? And I said, now, Jonathan, what do you mean by that? And he said, oh, Nan, he said, said, I always going to think that you're beautiful. And I said, yeah, well, Jonathan, you have to say that to me. He said, no, Nan, you really are beautiful. You are beautiful inside and on the outside, too. And I mean, I got a mirror, and I'm looking at the camera now, and there's so many things just after falling south and whatnot. But I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on what makes me feel good. But he said, Nan, he said, you see Joan there with the lipstick, and, you might not be quite as young as Joan, but you can still do them things for your own self that makes you feel good. So you know what Jonathan went and done? He only went and got Nicole's makeup. Some stuff that she didn't want no more. Now, Nicole, I'm not sure if you know Nicole, but that's Jonathan's girlfriend now. They've been together for, what? They've been together a while now. I don't know if it's a year or somewhere around there anyway. And he went down and he said, Nicole, he said, Nan, he said, I don't think Nan's been feeling too good lately. And she's talking to Joan on the technology camera. And Joan got her makeup on, and Joan's having her wabbly paps. And I think that maybe if you got something there for Nan, she might use it. So I never tried it yet, but this is what come about anyway. Jonathan and Nicole come over, and look what I got. Can you see that, Joan? I can see it. I suppose if I can see it, then that means you can see it too. I got 2 trays. Yeah, 2 trays, and if nothing else, I toss out that makeup, and I use them trays in my jars, in my kitchen jars. But yeah, it's a whole bunch of makeup there from Nicole. And Jonathan said, Nan, he said, why don't you try that? But I haven't tried that yet. And Nicole said when she got a day off work now, she might come over and do me up perhaps, right? So I said, all right, but since I'm doing the video for you tonight, and I must say, I never thought that I was going to like to record and do a video, Joan, but hearing back from you tonight told me that what I did was the right thing, yeah. And I'm gonna keep doing it because life is short and it's so good to keep in contact. I'm right at a bit tonight, Joan. But look now.